everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of the second part of the NaNoWRIMO vlogs. Today is officially day 11. If you missed out on my first part of these vlogs, please go check it out. It's day 1 to day 10 of NaNoWRIMO this year, and it's a pretty fun little vlog. You should go check it out. But it's day 11, officially. We're looking at the middle part of November now, and it's exciting to see where things are going. So if you didn't know, I am currently trying to write a 70,000 word novel in 30 days. So I'm doing an extreme NaNoWRIMO challenge. Because regular NaNoWRIMO, National Novel Writing Month, if you are unaware, regularly people write 50K in 30 days. So I decided to make it harder on myself and write 70K because I know that my writing style is a little bit more beefy than the regular 50K ends up being. So this month I am currently working on Project Luck, which is the second book in my Arrowmount book series that I'm doing, which is a cozy fantasy companion series that I'm currently working on that I'm going to be self-publishing, hopefully starting in the early new year next year with a second story. I think that's everything that seems to be the information that you guys need to know. I do daily updates on TikTok if you want to follow me there for more in-depth looks of my daily word count updates. And I also tend to share a daily song kind of a thing of what I've been listening to. But yeah, I wanted to pop in and officially start the second half of these vlogs because I just had my live stream of the week. I ended up having it on today, which is a Friday, rather than my usual Saturday live stream because tomorrow I'm going to be a little bit busy around my usual live streaming time, so I figured why not just push my live stream to Friday or like bring it forward to Friday so that I could get it done and get some productivity down with you guys as I love doing every week. And this live stream was very productive, as is usual. I have so far written for the day, and I think I'm going to be done for writing for the day at 2,659 words. So overall, we're sitting at 26,230 words at the beginning of this video, and that means we're over halfway the regular nano amount, but we're not quite at the halfway mark for my nano amount yet. We are close to, I guess, in the next 4 days, I'm gonna have to be much closer to that 50% mark for the 70K as we're going through, if I want to stay on track, of course. I have my bullet journal tracker that I'm going to fill out now for today's word count, and we're going to see how things keep going up. Every time I pick up my bullet journal, things fall out of the back. Every time. I keep forgetting about it. Anyways, my friends, yes, that's today. That's day 11's word count update. We're getting into it. I am finding the writing for this particular story a little bit more sluggish than I found the writing of a second story when I did that writing 70,000 words in 30 days challenge originally for the first time back in June, because I think that story just needed to come out of me and it just spilled out of me. There was only a couple days where I didn't have the time to write, or I just didn't have the brain space to write, whereas I've already had 2 days this month so far where I've struggled to get the word count down. One day where I got the regular nano word count, which is about 1,600 words, and another day where I only got 100 words down and I just couldn't do it anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at. Mental health isn't so great, so I'm attributing it to that as well, and just to me not knowing this story as well as I did with a second story. I had those characters in my head for so long. These characters are pretty new to me, so I'm just kind of feeling out their story for this draft, and that's okay. This is definitely going to be a draft that nobody is going to see. I'm gonna definitely have to do a pass of edits before I give it to anybody to read. I'm not as excited about this one going to other people quite yet because it is a mess, but that's what fast drafts and first drafts are for. I always say they're for telling yourself the story first. Anyways, my friends, I just thought I'd pop in and say hey and get this video started, but yeah, let's kick off part 2. Hello friends, happy day 13 of NaNoWRIMO. Hi, hello, it's officially Sunday, November 13th. I am here just about to start writing for today, do like a sprint before I start making dinner, and then I'll come back and make more words. That's it. Write more words. But I wanted to pop in because yesterday was a complete fail. 100% complete fail, because I was just chock-a-block busy most of the day, and I had an appointment at Canadian Tire for my car that took way longer than I thought it was going to, and it just like knocked me out for the rest of the afternoon. And then I had my friend's party to go to yesterday night, so I did not get any words in. So I'm officially 2,300 words behind. So I don't believe I'm going to be able to get my words in today to make up for yesterday's words. if that makes sense. I won't be able to do like 5K today because I'm just not in the mood, and I do have other things that I want to do tonight, namely make dinner. And I would love to read more, and I would love to watch some content. So I'm gonna try and get my words in for today down. I'm not super in the writing mood, but I think if I do a like 30-minute sprint just to get me going, that'll help. That's my game plan. We'll see how it goes, but day 13, let's do this. All right, friends, I did my writing for the day. I actually ended up doing something a little different than I usually do, but tangentially close to it. Before I cooked dinner, I set a 25-minute like stopwatch timer, and I wrote like crazy for those 25 minutes, and I got like 1,100 words in 25 minutes. Craziness. Made dinner, took like an hour and a half. Made dinner, ate it, all that good stuff. And then I decided to set another alarm, and then I think by then somehow I was like scrolling through the internet, and my friends were talking about gifts and stuff that we were gonna doing for Christmas and different kind of plans, and I decided what I was gonna get one of my friends, found it online, and then I decided to make the order. So it was all this kind of stuff, and then suddenly it was like 9. I was like, oh god, I need to, or was it 8:30? It was 8:30, so I decided, I was like, okay, we need to set another alarm. And so I did for another 25 minutes, and then I got up and I cleaned up dinner, cleaned up kind of things, put things in the sink to wash. I gotta go actually like put everything away now. Came back, set another 25-minute alarm. I wrote 3,400 words today in 3 sets of 25 minutes. I'm not quite caught up from what I missed yesterday, but I'm like 1,000 words over where I needed to be for today to stay on track, according to Scrivener. Today was a good writing day. I'm shocked. 3 scenes that I was writing were like, 1 or 2 of them were like not even scenes that I had planned on writing. They kind of just like kept going out of the scene that I was writing, which rarely happens to me, especially when I plan things scene by scene. So I think it was just more of a like, oh, this scene kind of got more into it than anything. And I've realized that my main character, Lottie, is now turning into a hot mess. She is a mess, but that's okay. We still love her. She's gonna go through a little bit of growth, and that's all we need. 3,443 words for day 13 of NaNoWRIMO. Heck yeah, we did it. We are sitting at 29,673 words, so we were so close to the 30K mark. I was so excited. So tomorrow, definitely hitting that 30K mark. Love it for me. And we'll see where the story goes from here. I kind of want to get into it more so that I can actually get to the more exciting, like, tension-y bits between Lottie and Kier, because right now I just have a bit of tension between Lottie and another character because he's Lottie's, like, male counterpart in this story. He's her distraction, essentially. I want to transfer that to her and Kier because I need to kind of move their story a bit, but move it along a little bit. But yeah, I'm very tired suddenly. My brain is very foggy right now, and I can't tell why. We got the writing done before this set in, so love that for me. I'm now gonna take the rest of the night off and just sit here, do nothing. So I'll catch up with you for another writing update soon. Hello friends, happy day 15 of NaNoWRIMO. We're continuing the streak, or the trend, if you will, of having really, really bad day 15s of these extreme writing challenges. I cannot for the life of me find the will to write tonight. I just wrote 500 words of a scene that I know I'm going to be deleting. I literally finished what I was doing, like the 1 bit of dialogue I was doing, and I was like, no. I wrote literally, this scene is dumb. I'm now stopping. Future Gen, take this out, because it feels so out of place suddenly. And last night when I was setting this scene up, I was like, this is gonna be great. I don't know what's happened to my brain, but maybe I just need to give it a second, come back to it tomorrow and see if anything better comes of this scene. I've written 529 words that I know aren't gonna stay in this draft, but you know what? That's fine. Tonight, we've written 529 words, and that's all we're writing. So I'm now a little bit even more behind because I missed on Saturday, but that's okay. We are now sitting at 32,722 words, but I just have to document this because I have never written a scene where I've immediately, like, I've gotten halfway through and I've been immediately like, no, hard no. Ooh, I don't like this feeling at all. I'm not gonna look at my Scrivener file anymore. I don't like it. I'm running away. I'm running away. Putting my computer away. I can't do it. Tonight is a no for me. Tonight, it's a no from me. Oh God, I was doing so well yesterday. We're halfway through NaNoWRIMO. I am not where I should be, obviously. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm hoping that this week I can catch up because tomorrow I have nothing going on. So tomorrow night after work, your girl's gonna try and do some writing. And I think again I'm gonna have to schedule a live stream for Friday this week instead of Saturday because my friend Sophie, who's also doing NaNoWRIMO with me, has asked to do a writing day on Saturday, which is usually when I host my live stream. So I'm not gonna be able to do my live stream that day because I'm gonna be at her house for the majority of the day. So I think doing the live stream on Friday is gonna be a better idea. I have no idea how Saturday is gonna go because whenever I've been in the past around other people physically to write, I have not gotten any words down. I remember one of my very first vlogs on this channel actually is me going to a haunted hotel here. The vlog is the book fair, is the local book fair, and then going to that haunted hotel with a writing group through my university, and I got maybe 50 words down that night. It was just not a writing night, not at all. And I know there was another time where my four friends and I were sitting in a cafe getting work done, and I remember getting very, very few words that day as well. I really liked the vibe of being with my friends, so I don't know what's gonna happen on Saturday. I really don't know what's gonna happen on Saturday word-wise. I really hope that I get a lot of words down, and I hope by Saturday at least I'm back on track with Nano because we are officially behind now, and we've been behind for 3 days. I got 500 words down today. 500 words that I'm not gonna use, but I'm not deleting because I wrote 500 words and I will get that word count there. I don't know what went wrong with that scene. It was such a good little setup. Last night, I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, these two characters, Lottie and Kier, have been in the bar a few times. They've gone to the bar a few times, and they've been in that situation talking to each other in more than one scene now, and there hasn't been a scene outside of the bar where they're together, so I need to do something different in this scene. And I was like, oh great, okay great, we're gonna take them out of the bar. Lottie's gonna be very flirty, and I still really like that idea where Lottie's essentially listen, we need to take this moment and do nothing tonight because we've been doing a lot, etc., etc. And it's more of a flirtatious situation that, maybe this scene will work better later in the book because of something else that I talked about. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. But yeah, hopefully gonna get more words in, hopefully gonna get back on track. But tonight is a no-go. Day 15 is a no-go. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I need to get this book done. I'm not at the midpoint yet of this story. I'm not even close. I don't actually even know what the midpoint of this story is, but I can tell you right now, I'm not there. It still feels very beginning vibes, and I need to get my shit together, and I need to get things going. This draft, if it's anything like a second story... the state of my hair, Jesus Christ. If it's anything like a second story ended up being 58,000 words after that first draft. The first draft was 58,000 words. The second draft is 61, I think. But I originally aimed for 70K, which it didn't end up hitting. So I'm wondering what this one's gonna do if I'm not even yet halfway through the story. Am I halfway through the story? I need to look at my scrivener. I need to look at my scrivener again. Let's open up this cursed thing. Okay. Are we halfway through? No, we are not halfway through. We are sitting in the 14th scene card. I've skipped a couple scene cards, and there I believe are 41 in total, so I'm not even close to the middle. Oh no. Oh, I gotta get my shit together and I gotta start writing the story more. I can't dawdle in scenes. I need to move. I need to get to the end of the story. I need to get to the middle. I need to get to the good stuff. I need to get to the more autumnal stuff because I've been dwelling in bad feelings. I think I'm treating this book more like therapy than I should be. I think this particular writing challenge is going worse than a second story, my guys. Unfortunately, but hopefully it has a good ending. We'll find out, I guess. We're halfway there. Anyways, I'll catch you later when I'm looking less chaotic and when I am less chaotic. Hello, friends. Happy day 16 of NaNoWRIMO. Hello, I'm here. I'm also noticing how often I wear this sweater, and I'm noticing it because I do the daily updates on TikTok. I'm a little concerned because this sweater is my favorite thing ever. It's the first thing that I reach for. So, it's fine. But I'm here to do an update. Of course I am. So join me in what's quickly becoming my depression sweater, and we're going to do an update for NaNoWRIMO because today's day 16. Today, I did the math, and we are supposed to be sitting at, let me pull up my calculator. We're supposed to be sitting at 37,328 words for today. Are we? No. We are sitting at 35,601 words. So, we're a little behind. I'm not worried at all. Not slowly sitting here just being like, should I keep writing for today? I'm not going to keep writing for today because I will catch up eventually. When I have a good writing day, I keep doing over word count, so I will catch up eventually. And what the point of this is to have a finished draft by the end of the month. So as long as I do that, I will be fine. I digress. Today I got 2,879 words down. Once again, back in the writing groove a little bit. I ended up putting on some sprints from my lovely friend Sarah Sutton. I missed them today. I was just on YouTube and I saw them and I was like, oh, I missed them. It streamed 2 hours ago. I could have actually hung out in the stream this time, which is rare. Usually I miss a lot of streams because I'm working or something. I just kind of sat there and I was like, oh God, that's so sad. I missed it. But it's all right. I wrote enough today. I revisited that scene that I hated from yesterday, and I actually ended up, here, let me show you. On the side here, as you can see, I have all of my like Scrivener things, right? At the bottom here, I've put a remove file so that it's still in the main manuscript and it still counts the words, and I've put all of the bad scene in there. And then I went back to it and I ended up writing, look at the size of this scene. Holy man, we're gonna have to go back, and editing Jenna's gonna have a great time. But yeah, I wrote, this scene is almost 4,000 words long because, honest to God, I went back to this scene because, as I said yesterday, I liked the setup to what I was going to do. I just wasn't liking what I was doing in the scene afterwards. So I came back to it and I was like, okay, I gotta fix this. What would be a good moment here that would work for these two who really don't know that each other very much? It's more of a like, you know, they've known each other for a week. It's a moment where Kier's gonna notice her feelings for Lottie, and it's gonna be more of a like, oh my God, I have a crush feelings. Like, this woman is just so intriguing to me kind of feelings. It's not like actually like I really like you, I want to date you kind of feelings. It's just like, oh my God, oh no, I have a crush, oh no kind of feelings, right? But it's like the lead up to that, and it's a scene where they are entirely alone and they each share like an anecdote of their lives, essentially, because it's like Lottie asks Kier like, where's one of your favorite places in Aramount? And you take me there, like, show me it. Kier panics because her favorite places are like the bar, which is where they're sitting, and her room, which is an incredibly intimate place to be to Kier because it's like a slice of her soul, right? Like, she's like, I'm not gonna bring you there right now. I've known you for a week. So instead she takes her to this old spot that her mom used to take her all the time as a kid. And they have this like lovely little moment where they're looking out over the ocean at the middle of the night. It's just, I don't know, it's lovely, it's intimate, and it's much better than what I wrote yesterday. So happy for me. A little sad that I'm still behind on word count, but that's okay. I also realized that I am not going to be able to have my live stream on Friday because I have D&D that night. I'm putting it on Sunday instead. It's going to be a Sunday stream, which should be fine. So hopefully Saturday goes okay at my friend's place, and then Sunday we can do like some really productive work on the live stream in a perfect world. Anyways, I wanted to pop in and say hey and update you on that. To tell you that I wrote a better scene than yesterday, and I'm feeling better about it. So, because honestly, yesterday I was sitting there afterwards, like after I had updated you and everything, and I was just like, oh my God, are we reaching a point in this book where I'm gonna have to bail? Like, am I gonna just not be able to write anymore? Because like I've lost the thread of things, like this scene kind of went off the rails, and I'm like, I don't even understand where I'm going with this anymore. I haven't felt like that in a really long time about a story. I think the last one that I felt like about that was probably Project Yellow that I did for NaNoWRIMO a few years ago, which I have never returned to. So scary feeling. But I did win NaNoWRIMO with Project Yellow. I did win it. I just got only to like the halfway mark and just stopped because it was a story that I hadn't really thought through. I even like woke up this morning thinking that because I was like, oh God, have I reached the point in this story where things are just going to fall apart? And I've kind of come to realize now that I'm like, as I was writing and whatever, this draft, absolutely not a soul is going to see except for me, because there are pieces in this draft where I've written it and been immediately like, what? Like, I have this really long scene where it's not even that long. It's just a scene where Lottie basically tells her life story to a person, and then as soon as I finished writing it, I was like, one, that's not how she would tell it, because she's a secretive person and a flirty person. She would tell it in a much different way. This was too truthful of a way to tell it. And two, there's no way that she'd be telling this man the story. No way. she's known him for 2 days. But I'm leaving it because it is a good piece of information for me to know what her full backstory is from her point of view, or like part of it at least, so that when I go back to this draft for a draft 2, I do it better. And I put it in the right spot, which will probably be later in the draft when she tells Kira her life story. Anyways, my friends, I'm gonna call it here for a bit, and I'll catch up with you with another writing update at some point. Hello, friends. It is officially day 17 of NaNoWRIMO, and I didn't even notice my friend Kat, my lovely beta reader, just messaged me on Instagram because I put up a post of like, nano progress. She's like, you're halfway through, you're more than halfway through, and I was like, I didn't even notice. Oh my god, let me grab my word count for today. I put my computer over here. My god, I'm also watching the Mighty Nine reunion and living my very best life, but hello. Today's word count is good. It, like, the first 1,800 words were so fast and so easy to get through because I was really focused in, but then Critical Role started and everything went off the rails. And it took me 40 minutes to get 500 words because I was not paying attention. But today I wrote 2,467 words, and we are now officially sitting at 38,068 words. So we're over halfway, and I didn't even notice. Good lord, I didn't notice. Wow. That's today's writing update. Wow. I don't know why my camera's so foggy today. Maybe it's just because of the lighting and my place is dark today, but we're cruising right along. Cruising! I'm hoping that I can, as I keep saying, move the story along, but I'm more than halfway through. I'm more than halfway to the 70K mark, and I'm about 1,000-ish words behind where I'm supposed to be right now. So hopefully this weekend I can catch up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I will chat with you on another time. Hello friends, happy day 19. I'm here. I've just had an incredible writing day. Today I ended up going, it's Saturday, today I went to my friend Sophie's house for our like NaNoWRIMO write-in day. It was myself, Sophie of course because she was hosting, our friend Sophia, and our friend Yeleni who joined in. Sophia and Yeleni aren't doing NaNoWRIMO, but they decided to join in anyways. It was lovely. I got there about like 1, and Sophie had made us soup. It was so good. We just kind of had like a little chatty lunch thing. Sophia and Yeleni both brought food. I think Sophia brought a delicious lemon loaf and Yeleni brought sandwiches. And I myself brought coffees from Starbucks because I didn't have enough time to actually make something for food today. So it was Starbucks for me, which everybody really enjoyed. And so we all got there, kind of chatted a bit, and I think we started writing around 3. I didn't get much words there. I got about 1,000 at Sophie's place, which was a lot considering that we got very distracted and talked a lot. But from there, I came home and got a good chunk of words done, which is good because I also failed yesterday yet again. I failed on day 18. I didn't even film a TikTok update for it. I wrote like 300 words, I think. Let me check my stats here. What did I write yesterday? 379 words, and I was just not feeling it, not writing at all. So I'm now very behind. I'm supposed to be at 44,000 words roughly today. I was sitting under 40K today. So I kind of sat and I was just like, okay, I am very behind. I almost have to do like a 5K day today to get up to where I need to be. I didn't do a 5K today. I didn't quite have the mental acuity to go for 5K today, but I did get more words than I thought I was gonna go for. I thought I was gonna aim for about 3,000. I got 3,719 words today, which is amazing. I'm now sitting at 42,166 words. I mentioned this in my regular weekly vlog or weekend vlog that I do, but I've kind of come to terms with not reaching the 70K at the end of this month. I might, if I have like, you know, a couple miracle writing days. Knowing me, I might, because like if I could do more days like this, I definitely will. But I've come to terms with not necessarily hitting it, which is totally fine. What I really want to do though is have a finished draft, because as I've said multiple times, I just don't know this story well enough. And I'm really realizing that as I'm writing this, because a lot of what I'm writing is awful. It's just garbage. And like a lot of it doesn't make sense. And I'm just kind of like trying to see if I can figure out scenes a little bit as I'm going through. And it isn't going as smoothly as I would like, or as smoothly as most of my writing projects go. So, especially in the drafting stage like this, usually I'm just like, words are pouring out of me. I don't know what's different this time. I don't know if it's a state or a reflection of my mental health at this point, or if it's a reflection of the fact that I haven't been thinking about this book for as long as any of my other projects that I've tried to do. I don't know what it is about this one that just isn't quite working. And I got to the point last night when I was kind of writing those 300 words and I was just mad. I was just kind of like, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to like just scrap this. Like, is this even good? Is this, you know, the imposter syndrome was speaking. And it was one of those things that I know this is going, like, rationally, I know this is going to be a fine story. It's going to be good once I start like going back in and really polishing and really working on it in the new year, which is my plan. I will make it into something that's actually really, really good. I'm just feeling this way because A, I don't know the story as well as I've known previous stories. B, it's not going as easy, the writing process. And C, that's just kind of how it works sometimes when you're writing, right? So yeah, who's to say? But I've also decided that I'm going to focus less on word count and focus more on trying to move through the story more, because kind of see here, this is what I've got done so far. This is a scene that I kind of got halfway through and didn't finish, but this is what I have so far. And if we take a look at what I have left to do, I have all of that left to do. Let's see if I can balance it. So there's Lottie to the end of here there. Right? Like, I have so much left to do. So much of the story is left. I haven't even gotten to the part where the festival starts yet. It's coming up really soon, and in my head that's the midpoint. So I don't know how long this book is gonna be, but yeah, I'm not proud of the writing at all. Like, there haven't really been any moments where I've been like, oh my god, I'm so happy with this, so happy with that. But that's okay. That's really okay. Again, I keep telling myself this, and I keep reminding myself this. This is just me telling myself this story. Nobody else is going to look at this draft. It's just me. I will have to do a second draft before I send it to anybody else, at least. It's going to be just for me. Ooh, sorry, I keep yawning. Oh my god, it's now past midnight. That's kind of my writing update for the day. I'm trying to get back on track. Tomorrow I have my live stream, so hopefully I can get some good words down, good productivity down, keep moving through the story. But my goal of having a finished draft by the end of November is still a thing. I don't know if that's gonna happen because it's November 19th. I don't know if that's gonna happen because how many days we have 30 days in November. That's another 10 days of me writing to finish this. Can I finish this in 10 days? I don't know. You know what? I think this is actually a good spot to stop this vlog, and we'll do a third and final vlog for the last 10 days of NaNoWriMo. We're gonna leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger, if you will, of me feeling a little iffy about my project, of, you know, being like, will I finish this in 10 days? Will I have to go overtime? I'm not worried about hitting the 50,000 word mark because I'm sitting at 42K and 50,000 words is the normal NaNoWriMo amount. So I'm not worried about that at all. I'm worried about having a finished draft by the end of November. There are so many scene cards for me left to go through. Oh my god. So I have so much of the story left to write. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and I want a finished draft by the end of this month. I'm gonna have to kick my ass into gear, my guys. But also, it's fine if I don't do it. I'm not gonna be super mad, but I really would love to. Let's wrap this NaNoWriMo vlog here. We're gonna leave it here. It's officially the end of day 19, so make sure to like, subscribe, tune in for the final vlog for NaNoWriMo whenever that goes up in the next few weeks, to see if I do succeed in this insane challenge of mine and if I do have a finished draft by November 30th. Let's go, guys. Let's do this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in another one very soon. Stay kind and keep on writing. Good night.